Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to this YouTube live today over here with EduVisa Services Private Limited. Hi, I'm Mukta Nagre and I am the business head for USA operations at EduVisa. And today I am here to discuss with you some frequently asked questions regarding study in USA. So while I counsel students or we see so many questions that have been posted on our social media or we get daily via WhatsApp and email questions related to USA, like how to apply, which exam should I give, when should I start my application, and is GRE important? Is there anything that I can do about it? So what I thought is, how about we take a YouTube live for all the students and answer these questions so that you can always refer back to it. And this material is going to be 100% very useful for you. Okay, so without any much delay, without any much ado, let's start away with these most frequently asked questions that we always get, while working in this particular field of USA counseling. So let's start. The first most common question that I receive is, what is the process to study in USA? Now, this is a very general question, I know, but this is a very important question, that how do I start? What do I do? At which stage, what should be ready with me? This is something that you should know if you're beginning your career or you're beginning your process of planning and organizing of your study in USA or organization. Okay, so let's see. The first and the foremost important thing that you need to do is get your counseling done with an expert counselor in that field. Why? See, when you're applying to a university in USA, it's very important for you to know what is your eligibilities, how strong your profile is. Do you need to add something in your profile to make it even more stronger? Why? Because every university has their eligibility cutoff, and if you do not know these and you keep applying there, what will happen? First of all, you will get rejection. That will break your heart. Secondly, you will lose your confidence. And third, the most important thing is that while applying to USA universities, you need to pay application fee. Now, when you're investing financially in applying to a university, you should be sure that you're at least completely eligible. And how are you going to know this? You're going to know this when someone is helping you out. Again, there are more than 4,000 different universities in USA. So while applying to so many different universities, I know you're not going to apply to that number, but every university has a different eligibility criteria. And a counselor or expert consultancy, especially like EduVisa, is going to be the right place to start your journey. Okay, so once your counseling is done, once we understand your profile, we understand your percentage, and we understand the backlogs and the CV and the work experience, next stage comes for you is to prepare for the exams that are required for your particular course. Okay, so exams can be like IELTS or DET or TOEFL, and SAT, GRE or GMAT. Now, once you're done with the preparation, your exams are done. Now, with your entire holistic application that we have with us, the next step comes is go ahead and apply to the university. That is, we need to go make the application, or to make the application, we have to know the short listings, as in which universities are you eligible to based on your proficiency and standardized exam result and your percentage and your backlogs on your work experience. So once you have the shortlisting ready with you, the next step that comes is you go ahead, select, and you make your application, submit your application to those universities. After this, while your application is then submitted and you're waiting to hear back from the university, you need to make sure your funding source is very much ready and clear. Is it personal funding? Is it a loan that you need? Is it a collateral loan? Is it a non-collateral loan? These things have to be very much clear with you, and you have to be in hand ready with these documents. Why? Because once you're ready with these documents, the next thing is you receive your offer letter. Now, when you receive your offer letter with these funding documents, we apply to the university, we send them those, and we receive I-20. When your I-20 is received with that document, we apply for visa. Once the visa application is done, the slot bookings are done, your visa interview happens, and when that gets successful, you get your visa for your dream university and you fly off. This is in nutshell the process that you will have to follow when you want to apply for any USA university. Okay, let's see the next question. The next question is, why is studying in USA better? Now, while EduVisa helps globally, I do get a question that, Mukta, why should we specifically go for USA and not some other country? Now, see, every country has their advantages. Every country has their pros, as in which country is famous for which particular course, which country has facilities and more exposure and more expert faculties for which course. Now, for USA, if I have to tell you specifically, there are 5 reasons I believe that USA will be a better option when you're looking with these different things. First is, today itself, we got this news out for QS ranking that 45% of top 20 world ranking universities are in USA. Next, excellent international student support system. You being an international system in a foreign land, in a foreign soil, you will require a lot of support, be it from the education counselors, be it regarding your accommodation, regarding your living style, your living expenses. You will require someone helping you out as an international student, and USA provides excellent support in that area. Next, it is completely flexible education system. That is, it is credit based. You can select the courses that you want to go with. You can select when, which semester you want to complete them, how you want to submit them. So in general, you have a good flexibility to complete your education. Also flexibility with respect to you doing or a part-time job, if that is something that is allowed. Next thing is cultural diverse campus. Now there are so many different nationality students who are part of your college, part of your campus. You're going to get to experience so many different nationalities, different cultural diversities. Hence you can very easily say it's going to be an extremely vibrant environment. Okay, and the last part over here is that the career development facilities for the international students, that is, once you're done with your education, to go ahead with, to get your jobs, which is like one of the major turning point of our life. USA government, USA educational system again gives you a very good support in that area. You have college fairs, you have career fairs, where you get to interact with industries, companies, where you can apply for your jobs and advance in your career. The next question, the frequently asked question we have is, what is the duration of the bachelor's program in USA and what is the duration for the master's program in USA? Okay, well, in India, we know most of the bachelor's program happens for 3 years and some programs even happen for 4 years. In USA, most of the programs are for 4 years, that is 48 months. And with respect to your master's, commonly the master is for 24 months, that is 2 years, but some courses are available with a span of 12 to 18 months also. Okay, next we have a question over here. I scored 68% in BBA, which I completed in 2019. I have been working since then. Can I apply for MBA in USA? Also, can I apply without GMAT? Now, this question has multiple layers into it. Let's start with 68% in BBA. Now, 68%, 10%, you can go ahead and apply. You are eligible. One thing I like to mention here is that to apply to USA, always make sure that your percentage is nowhere below than 58. Okay, because that becomes like a cutoff for most of the USA universities. Your percentage should not be below 58. Okay, now 68, you're more than eligible to go for the course. Now you've completed in 2019, you have been working since then, so you have more than 2 years of experience of work and you want to go for an MBA. So your profile becomes very much eligible to go for a program for an MBA. Now next is, can you apply without GMAT? See, if you're applying through some consultancies, especially like EduVisa, we have direct tie-ups with a lot of universities across USA, which gives us benefit of like applying for a student with a waiver of GMAT. That is, if your profile is strong, if your profile is good, and you have a good work experience with respect to years, you can have the facility to waive off your GMAT score requirement and go ahead with your application. Okay, I hope I answer your question. Next, fifth question that we have is, I will be completing my 12th in 2023 June. When should I start applying for UG courses for USA? Can I apply without SAT? Okay, so this means that you're currently studying in your 12th standard and you'll be done next year, right? So when you should start applying is by, I'll say, November of this year. Okay, by November of this year becomes a very right and appropriate time for you to go ahead, get your application complete, and your applications will be open by then. Okay, the intakes for fall 23 will be open by then, so you can start it. And what you need to have with you, I will say you need to have a proficiency exam complete, that is either IELTS, either DET or TOEFL. You need to have either one of these exams. Now, can you apply without SATs? Yes, there are plenty of colleges that allows you to waive off your SAT requirement and go ahead with your 11th standard transcripts. Now, when you're applying this year and you're yet to complete your 12th, okay, how you apply is that you get your transcripts for 11th standard, you get those documents cleared from your school, and you apply with those. You get your your offer letter with a condition that now you need to prove that you have scored good, or up to the eligibility criteria that the college requires for your 12th boards. But your application and your offer letter, everything can be done before your boards are done. Okay, so it is 100% possibility. And yes, to come back to the question, you can apply without SATs. Next, sixth question we have over here is that I want to pursue bachelor's in science and computer sciences. I want to apply in Jan 23. What are the exams that I should give, and when should I start applying? Okay, so for January, the spring intake, the intakes are open. Okay, the universities are opening up for the intakes. Most of them are, some of them are still opening. So you can approach us and we can start your application right away. We'll have to evaluate your profile. We'll have to know your backlogs, your percentage, your work experiences, your co-curricular activities, your passport details, everything. Once we have your holistic application with us, we can start your applications right away. And what are the exams that you need to give? Now, see, if you're going for computer sciences, this is you're going for a bachelor's program. The first thing that you need to know is that you need to have your DET, your IELTS or TOEFL score ready with you. There's no exception for a proficiency exam. You need to have at least one of it ready with you to go ahead and apply to any of the US colleges. Okay, now SATs, if you have not given, it is optional. As I told you, if you have given, it increases your chances. It gives you more wide variety of universities to apply to. It gives you a higher ranking university, but without SATs also you have plenty of good ranking universities as an option. Okay, and when should you start applying? I would say in a month now, you should go ahead and begin your applications, complete whichever exams you have to give, and go with it. Next, what are the English proficiency exams, and which exam should I attempt for MS in USA? Okay, see, English proficiency exam is for the university to know that you are very fluent with the language that their country uses, because we are a country where English is not considered as a very primary language. We are from a vernacular background, therefore we need to prove that our English communication skills, listening skills, writing skills, speaking skills are very fluent, and we can very well adjust into the country like USA. So proficiency exams are to prove that. And which exam should you give for MS? These are the ones: IELTS or TOEFL or DET. Either one of these is what you need to attempt. Okay, all these three are conducted by three different organizations. You can visit their official websites, you can know the cost, you can know when you can book the date, how you can book the date, and how to go ahead. Okay, great. Next, the eighth question we have in front of us is it mandatory to have work experience for pursuing masters in USA? Well, now this depends. I would say it's not actually mandatory to have a work experience, but if you're applying for MBA courses, okay, most of the universities, they do say that a work experience is necessary, a work experience is required. That is only when they take your application. Now, here also there are certain conditions, like if you have exceptionally good score in GMAT, exceptionally good profile, good GRE score, the university might waive off the work experience requirement criteria. But then your profile has to be really, really strong. Okay, this is only with this case of MBA. If you're going for an MBA, a work experience becomes a kind of necessity. For other courses like say computer science, engineering, commerce, or other part of the courses, it is not exactly mandatory to have a work experience. It can work in your advantage if you have it. Okay. Next question is, what is an SOP? Now, this is a lot of time, when we are applying for students, we are preparing them, we are making the profile strong. The student asks, ma'am, do I need to write a SOP? Mukta, what's a SOP? Now, SOP means statement of purpose. That is, a foreign country or international university is going to accept you, right? They're going to accept you. That means they're also going to invest in you time wise, facility wise. Now they want to know why exactly should we select you. What is that you have which is very special, rest compared to all other applications that we have received? And that is what a statement of purpose can reflect, that what is your educational history till now, journey till now, what are your personal motives, your personal encouraging time or a area in your life, a span in your life that pushed you, motivated you to be in the place that you're right now. And a SOP gives you an opportunity to show that how you have evolved as a person, how different things made you who you are, how you have been working in different areas, internships, the way you have working hard on your profile and yourself to deserve the place in that university. And exceptionally good SOPs in general, a well written SOP strengthens your profile very, very much. Okay. And next, just to mention you over here, if you apply with EduVisa has a specific team working only for SOP, helping students to draft better SOPs, helping students to give them, helping them with the format in which the universities really like the SOPs, and then you write it and we help you to make it even better. So if you apply with EduVisa, that is the advantage that you get. Okay, next, is studying in USA expensive? Now, isn't this a question that we always have in our mind, that how much will I have to spend if I have to go and study in USA? Trust me, I also get questions like, can I get 100% scholarship? Can I study in free? What is that I'll require in my bank balance, in my bank account? So many questions with funding, right? So see, I'll give you a very general and answer that you will understand over here. Studying in USA, yes, it is an expensive thing. Okay. Now, how much will it cost you specifically? You have to ask me. See, per year, your tuition fee can vary somewhere between 15 to 20 lakh rupees. Okay, per year tuition fees for bachelors and for masters. Now, this can be a little plus minus depending upon the course, university, and the city that you study in. Okay, now apart from this is going to be your living expenses, your healthcare, your food, and the other expenses, housing. ये सारी चीजें भी तो आएंगी. Now, a combination of this is what your per year expense will be, which somewhere reaches, I will say, 25 to 35 lakh rupees. Okay, again, plus and minus depending upon various different factors. Now, this is the amount that you need to have ready with you when also you need your I-20 to be released. Why? Because you have to prove the university that I have this funding with me. You have to prove the university that I can manage and stay in a country like USA and my expenses will be well taken care of. Okay, so yes, a little expensive, it goes on that end, but you can always procure educational loans. And again, EduVisa helps you with that process as well. That is to get your educational loans done. Okay, next, 10th question. I have heard from my friend that STEM courses are always beneficial while studying in the USA. What are STEM courses and what are the benefits? So this is extremely important question that has been asked out here, that what are STEM courses and why people go for STEM courses while studying in USA. See, STEM, it stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now, STEM courses have multiple benefits associated with it, but one of the most important benefit is, let me just make my screen small. Yeah, now you can see the courses pursued in STEM offer an enhanced length of work visa. This is the most important benefit of having a course that is STEM, that the work visa that you will get post your study, that is once you're done with your bachelor's or your master's, is of an enhanced length compared to a course which is non-STEM. Therefore, if your course lies in the category of science, technology, engineering, or mathematics, you're going to have a huge advantage for work visa. Next question is, which kind of visa do we require to study in the USA? So this is a very simple answer out here. The students enrolling in academic courses from accredited institutions for a degree will require F1 visa. This F1 visa is your educational visa that you will get once you go ahead and start studying in USA. Okay, so this is the last question that we are going to take out here, which is how should I apply for study in USA? Now, the first question, if we refer back to, I've given you an entire flow, I've entire process using which you can go ahead and apply. But the best answer to this question that I can give you is with EduVisa. That is, see, if I have to tell you about EduVisa, we over here are a team of 14 highly expert people. We have departments for every section required for your application to be made. Departments for application submission, university shortlisting, loans, accommodations, SIM card, if you have to get over there, your SOP making, and everything. Now, when you get all this help under one roof, isn't it a one-stop solution? Isn't it the best place possible for you to go ahead, apply, register, and start with your study abroad process, especially USA? It is, trust me. Okay. Okay. Now coming back to the PPT over here. So, like I told, this is going to be a last question for today's evening, but I have a special gift for each and every one of you. Okay, for you all being here with me today, for any one of you who is watching the video after we are done with the live, I have a gift for you, and the gift is that I'm soon going to take a webinar which will help you to clear all your doubts regarding USA, which will help you to clear every question that you have in your head, and I'm going to interact with you live. I'm going to answer each and every question that you have for me. I'm going to take you on there. I'm going to listen to you, your query, and everything is going to be solved. I'm going to give you an exact roadway or pathway in which you can start your journey. This webinar usually is not free, but today I'm giving out this offer. Everyone present here with me and watching this video, we are giving out free tickets for my upcoming webinar that is going to happen with EduVisa. Okay, and the topic of this webinar is secure offer letters from top ranking USA universities in 2023. Whether you want to apply for Jan 23 or you want to apply for September 23, we are helping you right from now. We'll help you build your profile, help you know which exams to give, help you build your SOP stronger, your loans, your everything. You name it, and we're going to help you with respect to abroad education when it comes to USA. Okay, so all you have to go do is, in the description below, we have given a link. All you got to do is click on the link, register for the webinar, attend the webinar, get your doubts solved, and follow the steps given in the end of the webinar to make sure your journey study in USA is a very smooth one, a very successful one, and your career building starts from here. Your career foundation becomes strong and your future becomes strong. Okay, so that is all for today. Thank you so much for joining us here. We are going to have multiple sessions like this, which are going to come up on our YouTube channel, which are going to solve all your general queries related not only USA, but lot other countries regarding your maybe IELTS or TOEFL or GRE or GMAT or Europe, how to apply for Canada, for Australia. We are going to solve every question that you have. Okay, so stay tuned with us, subscribe to the channel right away so that you do not miss any new lives, any new uploads that we make. Okay, stay here with us. As soon as we upload something new, you'll get the notification only and only if you subscribe. I'll see you soon. I'll see you in the webinar, and I hope you enjoyed today's session. Thank you.